What's up, Big Pimpin'?
Maniac! Oh, my boy. My boys. Oh. Wait. You know what? The maniac loves you. Even with your Wait! Even with your family.
What is going on, Internet? We are back once again here live, not just on YouTube, not just on Twitch, but also on Kick. We're live on 3 separate platforms. It seems to be working. But before we get into all the craziness, we gotta shout out Bondo, you maniac. You absolute maniac, coming on in with 25 gifted subs. Bondo, what the heck is wrong with you? The maniac loves you even with your feathers. So many people getting hooked up over on Kick with all those subs. Bondo, you're a maniac. Now, I need a better way. I need a better way to celebrate. That's not copyright. So all I can do right now, I think, is this. You get that. I don't think I can do much more. I don't think I can do much more than you get a da-da-da-da. I think that is the limit. The last time I used it, they didn't like it. But Bondo, you legend, you absolute legend. Stand boner alert. I can't stand up, can't do it, cannot do it. But let us say what is up to everybody up in chat. Over on the Kick side, we got Laura.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Allie.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Of course, Bondo.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Stin's up in chat.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? And then over on the YouTube side, I see a bunch of you guys hanging out there. We got Special K.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Glim Girls.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Is that Mr. Richie 7th?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Braxton.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Michelle.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? And is that Pac-Man Maine?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How are you guys doing on this lovely Friday? Where I think it is fairly obvious that we all have the Big Brother itch. It is strong right now. I'm seeing it kind of everywhere. Everybody's popping off, literally. So I was like, oh, let me do like a stream on Friday, and like I'll try and do all 3, right? And I'll do like a thing like, oh, the Big Brother itch, blah blah blah. Even like 20 minutes, literally 20 minutes, like before I hit the live button, Julie Chen's like posting like, oh hey, right? Like, so it's not even like this is a thing I'm making up. People are dying for some Big Brother right now. And I get it. I'm kind of with you all, because normally around this time, we'd kind of be in the end game of BB Can. And it feels like it's been ages since we've had Big Brother now. we'd be really kind of getting ready for the finales that was going to be coming up. Usually the finale of BB Can is like that first weekend or so, second weekend or so of May, usually at the latest. So normally we'd have some Big Brother that would have kept us, over for the past like 3 months. But now we don't have that. We've been kind of lost and stranded without any Big Brother content. So it's been a thing. It's been a thing. Let's see what you guys are saying up in chat though. The moon haunts you, party on the dance floor. Bondo, you're always feeling crazy. You're always feeling crazy. Crazy on a Friday night. Gotta love it. You gotta love a crazy Bondo. You gotta love a crazy Bondo. Triple threat Ori looks like Kick is behind Twitch. But heck, 3 live. Okay, so Kick's a little bit behind. A little bit behind. Interesting to know. Interesting to know. But still, yeah, three live. We got 3 things going live at once. And I think that is that's an accomplishment. I think that's an accomplishment. I'll have to see if maybe I can figure out ways maybe to lessen that delay. But I bet what it is, whatever the main stream is, probably gets the what would you call that? The I'm blanking on the word, but it gets the like initiative. It gets the, I'll use a D&D term. It gets the best initiative roll. so the YouTube one probably has the priority on it. Let's see where we're at here. How are you about mouth trumpet song that instead? How about you mouth? Oh. Yeah, I could do that. Even that though, that's too close. I think that could get me copyright. Just that little bit probably ends up getting me a little bit of a copyright strike. By the way, the bobblehead mode on Rivals is fun. Is it? I have to try it. Is it out now? I have to make sure I get into that. Maybe we can get a couple of games in before we end the stream. You're stranded with no Philly playoffs. I know I'm stranded with no Philly playoffs. But the lay isn't that lagging. Okay. Oh, Allie, don't you try and clip me mouth trumpeting. How about over in the YouTube side? What are you guys saying over here? Hey, Ori, it's been ages since I've seen one of your streams. Welcome on back in. Welcome. It's been kind of ages. We actually had a couple of fun streams recently. There was one we did just the other week where we actually ranked all the BB winners. And listen, I did a thing that I was like, oh, I'll do it as a little joke. It got a little out of control where I was like, look, if you disagree and you have a strong feeling, like you could super chat and move somebody in the tier list. Then they started going at war. Like there was a full-on war happening in chat where people were trying to move Jag from F tier to A tier to B tier to A tier to F tier. Like it got a little out of hand. But it was fun. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've been on, and that is another thing we're gonna get into too. I have a little bit of a rundown, as you will, of a show kind of log of what I want to go over today. So there's that's a topic we're gonna talk about too. Maybe some more streams over here. Are you ready for BB27? I gave your video a thumbs up, Braxton. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you're in chat right now, if you are in the YouTube chat, go on and hit that thumbs up button. It lets YouTube know that you're loving this stream, and that maybe others should check it out as well. So if you could take the time, just hit that like button. It's free. You don't even do nothing. Just gotta click a little thumbs up. Click that little thumbs up button. Also, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button as well. Let's see where we're at. I'm sure am ready for your content every day, right? That's the thing. It's gonna be another wild run. As some of you guys know, we do the daily live feed updates here on the channel first thing every morning, and it's a lot. It's a lot to go over and get done, especially as one person. But we do it. We manage, and it's been a lot of fun, especially the past couple of years that we've been doing it. It's really kind of reignited that love for Big Brother, even just that little bit more, than it already was. Let's see where we're at here. Hey, from Wilkes-Barre. Oh, nice. I forgot the show existed. No, it didn't exist. Am I watching Survivor? That's another topic we're going to get into. That is on my list of another thing that we have to talk about. Because I have some thoughts. Love the background. You like it? Yeah, I changed it up a little bit. You know, we switched things up a little bit. I'm not done. Because I have like so much, like there was all that like, you know, the random stuff I had on like the table behind me and shit. I would love to get like a cool like shelf or something maybe. I don't know. I got more that I want to do with the setup. We're not done yet. There's even so much more that you can't even see. Like over on this wall, like we got like an Intercontinental Championship. There's a bunch more. Like this is a Jason Kelsey autograph from when he was doing his speech at the Super Bowl parade. The first one for Super Bowl 52. And that's autographed, but I have a ton more autographs from that Super Bowl as well. There's all Eagles flags over here. I got all cool, like, they're called displays, and they're like metal posters that like go up on a magnet. They're up on this wall. So there's so much that like you can't even see. There's so much going on you can't even see. So we're not done yet. Uri, a surprise guest on BB27? Ooh, maybe, probably not. Feels like ages since BB. When does BB start? So that's a good question too. When does it actually start? I would say we're looking probably at the same timetable we had last season, where it was like late June, early July is when things really start getting into motion. That's probably what we're looking at. So we got time. There's so much time still for Big Brother, but this is also where some more rumors start coming on in as well. So hopefully we get a lot more information as we move forward here. Don't worry, he didn't recognize that song. Your Canadian Tire flag. Yeah, you know, I got a good old Canadian Tire flag. The Timmy Hortons up there. Let's see where we're at here. Maybe a BB live feed collab, if you still have those connections. Potentially, Stin. There is also another thing that I really want to get the ball rolling on with a good buddy of mine. Something we've done in the past, and I really kind of want to get the next one rolling because I think it would be a lot of fun. I think a lot of you guys over on YouTube would enjoy it too. So I'm excited to get that kind of going. We'll talk about that. There's a lot to go over. Yeah, big old rip the BB can. It was a shame. Let's see where we're at. I'm sure you and your I'm sure I am for your content. Oh yeah, ready for the content every day. We're ready for some Big Brother. Is that Otter? What's up, Big Pimpin'? Who else we got? JD Butter.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Uri, who was on your Mount Rushmore of Big Brother? That is a good question. That's a really good question. And while we talk about that, I want to try and see if I'm able to do something with that as well. So let's think about this. Who would I put on as my business Betty? Who would I put on my Mount Rushmore? Oh man. I got to think about it a little bit because there's so many good options and I don't think they all have to be winners. But usually a winner's going to lead more into like the actual Mount Rushmore, right? But I think there's some discussion to be had. Dr. Octopus for Rivals. Ooh, Mr. Richie, that'd be good. Mr. Richie, are you playing Rivals? Listen, that's another thing that's going on. I'm also working with my buddy Bruno. We want to set up like a Rivals tournament, and like the way it's going to work, if you got a squad, if you're coming in solo, doesn't matter because all the teams are going to be random. We're going to put everybody in the pools. We're going to randomize everything. So if you're interested in that, let me know because that's something we want to kind of get together. Holy cow, it's Uri. Glad to see you and hope yours doing well, buddy. It is good. IR Geek, how are you?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
Good to see you back. Is that Dudley?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
How you doing? Survivor is great. You agree? Otter, I got some thoughts. We'll get to that. Otter, everyone. Everyone's top four is different. That's true. Everyone's top four is different. I don't know. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Loving that hat as well. Oh, thank you. It's the Ori Streams hat. I think technically I could even link to you guys that you would be able to buy it, but it's a thing. How do you like Philly's pick last night? Jay, love Philly's pick last night. I absolutely love it. He's fantastic. He's going to fit so well in the Vic Fangio scheme. He's kind of like a Swiss Army knife that you can kind of throw out wherever. He's great off the ball. He's great at blitzing. I really like it a lot. And apparently, like, they were calling for almost an hour trying to trade up in the draft. But they eventually got their guy. And Howie I trust. In Howie I trust. Full send on Howie. But you're not so sure about your Lions? Who did they end up grabbing? Who'd they grab? Survivor is good. Any cast news? Well, I do have a couple of casting things we're going to go over. As for Big Brother, no, not yet. There's always rumors of all-stars and returnees, which is something I kind of want to get into as well, of like, if we do get a returnee, who would we like? And I want to get your guys' opinion on that. Smash the like button longer than Kyle lasted in the float room. Do you know a new BB coming up? So, yeah, a new BB is coming up soon. We're going to have BB 27 probably late June or early mid-July, something like that. So probably similar to what we've had in the past few years. They like going later into October more recently. So we'll see how it goes. The BB itch, I hear that there's a concern for that. It's the shower stool lovers. Mastodon. Is that Mastodon?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What is up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Listen, if you guys don't know Mastodon, first off, future Big Brother winner. 100% future Big Brother winner. Also, he does some awesome WWE stuff. And dude, the stuff you've been doing recently, like, I've been seeing you get some chances, bud. And I'm so happy that they're giving you those shots and that you've gotten to that point. Like, that is awesome, bud. That's a tough, right? A Mount Rushmore is such a tough question because you got to limit it down to those 4. But I think we can get into it. It seemed to like a great fit, way to trade up. Yeah, I love the Eagles pit. Hey friend, sorry I'm late. Hey, no worries. You're coming on in perfect time. We're just here chatting, kind of just all really hoping that Big Brother 27 is gonna come sooner than later. It feels like it's been just so long. The best non-winners are Danielle Reyes and Vanessa BB27, Jesse BB. I 100% agree with the Danielle Reyes. Vanessa, I don't think I'm as high on as everybody else, but I like her game. I don't dislike her game. WrestleMania was pretty crazy, a little disappointing in some points, but overall, I thought it was a good show. Tyleek? Is that how you say that first name? Williams, defensive lineman from Ohio State. Listen, if you're gonna put somebody in there, right? You got Hutchinson already with the Lions, right? If you want to just stack that D lineup, that's the way to do it. Work pays off. All I gotta do is get into the makeshift house in a parking lot in LA to do some real work. Okay, just get some real work done. I love it, Mastodon. But yeah, man, that's so awesome that like you put in that work and you're being recognized for it now, and I love it. I'm so ready for another season of Big Brother. Always streaming with the Oreos. Hit that like button for Ori. I appreciate it. Also, everybody else coming on in the chat.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpins? How you doing? Also, I see Shar over there.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing on Kick? The Giants didn't blow the first round, so I'm happy. It did seem like there might have been a chance there that they were going to take Shador. But they didn't. Then the Steelers didn't take Shador either, and he just keeps on dropping. We'll see if he ends up getting picked today by somebody in the second round. But it was interesting to see that keep dropping. It was quite a surprise. But now you guys got Jackson Dart. I'm also not 100% happy with the Abdul Carter pick that you guys got. But Here's the thing. Abdul Carter, he's just going to take the Barkley route. He's going to spend a few years with the Giants, and then he's going to come home. He's going to come home, and then he's going to end up doing well. That 2050 Eagles season, oh boy, that's that's going to be a good one. But I actually, Bondo, I want your opinion on this too. I saw him troll a little bit. They were like, "Oh, you know, what number are you going to wear? Going to wear 11?" And he was like, "I'm actually thinking 56." I was like, I think he's trolling. I think that was an Eagles fan trolling the Giants, being like, yeah. It would be like a Giants fan who got picked to the Eagles being like, "I think I'm going to wear 20. Like, I think I'm just going to wear number 20. How about that? You guys think that's a cool idea?" That was a troll and a half from him. But speaking of numbers, another one I saw, Warren Moon is giving number 1. He's given permission to Cam Ward to wear number 1. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Rissa, they should always have Dasher's Disaster type of show to hold people over. I'm with you on that, Stin, right? Like, I think they really should do some sort of shortened, condensed Big Brother type thing, right? Whether it's reindeer games or whether it's like, I've talked about before doing like a Legends like season where it's like 2 weeks long, but it's like super fast paced Big Brother where like each day somebody's getting kicked out or something, or every other day somebody's getting kicked out. However you want to do it, right? But just some kind of something during the off season. And I feel like they're missing out by not doing it, especially with just how valuable live content is nowadays, especially with the streaming world and everything going on with that. Like, I just don't know why they don't do that more. It seems like a no-brainer idea, but who knows? I'm not really feeling East Rutherford Giants this season. Shards, glad to hear that you're doing awesome. Gallon.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing, Gallon? Or you've been on long? Not too long, I don't think. Not too long. What's it been? About half hour now. About a half hour or so. Let's see. Giants 56 is off limits. But right, Bondo? Like, you would think LT off limits, right? So that has to be him trolling a little bit, but I don't know. How do you feel about your commissioners, Gallon? Yeah, how do you feel? How do you feel about how they did? Yeah, not long. Just still saying hellos and intros, stuff like that. Watching the start of the second round. Love to see it. I got my little tracker up. That'll update me. Let's see what YouTube's saying over here. Crybaby Vanessa, nah. I'm so ready for another season of Big Brother. Always streaming with the Oreos. Love to hear it. 2 days of the NFL draft. I have some opinions on that. I feel like they should condense it, right? Like, did the Titans really need 10 minutes on the clock? They've known what they were doing probably now for at least a month, right? Like, come on, get these picks in a little bit quicker. Let's tighten it up, right? Make it a little bit more fun. We don't have to stretch it on out. I actually think that Paul was a good non-winner player. I think Paul's first season, right? Like, I was impressed with kind of that underdog, kind of scrappy mentality of always being able to stick around. His second one, I think he really did dominate. It's so hard to love it, right? It's one of those things where it's like, I see what you did, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say that I love it, right? Does that make sense? Let's see. If they did a BB All Winners, Josh the Meatball Martinez would win because he is legit the GOAT. I also, here's the thing with Josh. I've grown to like Josh a little bit more now that he's matured, right? Seeing him on some shows like The Challenge and stuff like that. He's not always great, right? He's still Josh, but he's better. And it's like, you know what? I kind of like him, like as just like a person, right? Like, he's not like super annoying and obnoxious like he was when he was first on Big Brother. It was just a little bit too much, and he's mellowed out a little bit more. So I think I think Josh would be somebody to watch out for in an all winners. I don't know if he would win. But I think he'd be somebody to watch out for. Especially because once you start looking at like the all winners, like I'm pretty sure he's really close with people like Casey and stuff like that. So you're gonna have some instant connections right away. Let's see where we're at here. They would get good viewers for sure, right? Like I don't know why they wouldn't just do it. Ori, I'm a grandma 6 weeks ago. I can't do the whole Rocky, but I could do the You're a grandma. That's amazing. Paul did play he played a great game. It was just like, it's so hard to love his game, if that makes sense. Sure does, Ori. Josh is better because of Casey. Congratulations. Let's see what Kick is saying over here. I like the Commanders. I like the offensive tackle pick to protect Janie Daniels. T-minus 7 minutes tonight. I'm glad they reduced the time to 7 minutes between picks for round 2, right? Honestly, I think it should be 5 minutes. Each team gets one like extension, right? Like if you really are working on a deal and like you want to make sure this goes, you can like hit the extension button or something, right? It's like let's speed this thing up, right? Because like who wouldn't want just more picks? Because who's really watching like by day 3? Not that many people are watching. But if you did it all on one night, I bet people would stick around more and they would get more viewers. But I don't know. There's probably some other business stuff around it why it's better to lengthen it. I don't know, but it is what it is. Let's see where we're at here. The thing about all winners are favorites haven't played in so long. That's true too. Right? Like a lot of people haven't played in so long. There's also like a lot of people that even if like they did like an all winners, like they just wouldn't bring back, right? Like they just wouldn't. So there's also just people who wouldn't play, right? Like I don't even think even in a shortened condensed season, Will would ever agree to play again, right? Like I think he's just kind of given up on that. So it would be hard to do an all winners until like another like couple of seasons. And even then, how many of them are going to then want to play still? Because you'd have so many that would be behind. It's tough. It's tough to do an all winners, which is why I like the legends, right? Like do one for, people who played multiple times and like people who, are winners, but people who also just like made a big impact in the game for whatever reason. Like a Vanessa, right? You can have her on that type of a season. She's not a winner. She hasn't played twice, but I think you could put her in that like legends category where it's like, look, she made a big enough impact that she should get an invite on this, right? Like exactly, Otter, standouts, like actual standout players. Let's see where we're at here. The thing about all winners, he didn't grab your heart. Any casting news for Survivor season 50? There's lots of rumors going around for what they're doing for it. One that I heard that I'm kind of, he's one of my guys, right? Like, he'll always be one of my guys just because he bleeds the same color I do, right? He bleeds green. So I've heard Jervis's name thrown around, and I fully support that decision. He's not a great player. He's not a great player if we're being honest. But I gotta support my boy. I gotta have some love, Us Bird fans, we gotta stick together. So I've heard his name thrown around. I've heard some other names kind of thrown around too. But I don't know. Here's the thing, Survivor US, it's tough for me to get into anymore, and I have it on my list of things that I kind of want to talk about here of Survivor. Maybe we'll get into that in just a second. I'm still trying to catch up with everybody to see how you're doing, but I don't know. Survivor's tough. Ori has our hearts. Oh, I love to hear it. Seeing Ian play Big Brother All-Star show, he didn't have the same love for the game. That's a great point there, Jace, right? Like when you see some of these people who played really well their first time, then they come on back, it's just not the same, right? Like, and it wasn't even like Ian wasn't the same type of player he could have been, right? He just didn't care as much. if that makes sense. Like, he saw all the connections. I remember, because that was like the first season I was kind of really covering Big Brother stuff. One of the things I made, because Ian started talking about it, it was like the Big Brother octopus, and he's like, this is this leg, and this is an alliance. And I made like the octopus. And each leg had like a thing. So like he saw like how everything was going. It was just like, I don't feel like he cared enough to really try anything. And there was so many like pre-gaming stuff going on that it was like, what am I going to do? Some voting has gone on for, they've been doing voting for like different, some like non-consequential things like tribe colors, right? Other things that kind of do have an impact, like whether or not there's going to be, fire at the final four, how many idols there will be and stuff like that. So like they're doing some voting on different stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see it. The casting is I don't think you can really mess it up too much, right? They've done enough with the pre-gaming, right, where you can't mess that up. It's more, to me, it's the vibe. It's the vibe of the show. And don't get me wrong, Big Brother's got a vibe problem too, but we have the live feeds, right? So it's a little different. Let the BB cans 100% bring the BB can players in, right? Do like an international thing. There's plenty of, other Big Brother series out there that don't play the same game as we do, but they're in countries that don't speak English, but there's plenty of players I'm sure that are bilingual who could come on over and play. For example, actually, Josh, when I think he played like a Big Brother Mexico or something, right? It was like some kind of like Spanish Big Brother. I don't think it was necessarily Big Brother. I think it was like something else, but I think it was kind of Big Brother. So it's like, you could do some really cool stuff if they really wanted to. I just don't know why they don't put that time into it. Jervis, I could see, I can't see his face. Who's that? Jervis was on season 1, and then he was also on the Blood vs. Water season. He's from Philly, black guy, shaved head, kind of skinny, but tall. He's the guy, like, he's the famous one when they had to eat the grub worms. And like he had like a pretty famous like reaction to eating like the worms back in the day. It was good. It was good. But he was like a Philly guy, and I think, I don't remember if it was on the first season, but on the Blood vs. Water season, I think he did. He had like an Eagles shirt on the whole time, and I was like, yeah, he's just my guy, right? Like, listen, you're a Birds fan, I'm a Birds fan. I gotta have your back on it, right? You may not be the best player, but I gotta have your back on there a little bit, right? Definitely too much pre-gaming. Any news on the BB live feeds? No. And that's another thing too that I'm like, I don't want to say I'm worried. But there has been, some trends recently that aren't very live feed friendly. Getting rid of the flashbacks, and one thing that I did kind of make me worry a little bit is when they offered not only the paid version on Paramount Plus, but they had the free versions on Pluto TV. And to me, it almost felt like a little bit of like they didn't believe in enough people watching the Paramount Plus ones, or maybe they wanted to get more people onto there, but they took away so many of the reasons to buy the subscription that it didn't feel like people would go buy the subscription. So I don't know any news, but I'm hopeful for good stuff. The other thing that I'm hopeful about too is I think the people running CBS and Paramount nowadays, I think they like Big Brother. If they didn't, I don't think they would risk a whole season of The Amazing Race with a complete Big Brother themed twist with the casting where half the teams are all Big Brother players and one team that's both Big Brother players. So I don't think they would risk two shows with a show that they didn't somewhat believe in. So that makes me feel hopeful that they like Big Brother and see big things from Big Brother. But still, like, there's always like, you're just, you never know. You never know how things could go with it. And stop bringing back Kaser. Why they keep acting like he was a great player. he was a great player in his season with the way that dynamic was. But it just didn't go well. It didn't go well in All-Stars for sure. If Australia can do Australian Survivor vs. the World, and the Australian TV network ain't bigger, richer than CBS can do it. I 100% with you on that one. Also, if Australian Survivor can put on a good season of Survivor, why can't the US do it? That's a good point, Ori. I would pay the subscription on Paramount Plus only because I'm spoiled and I hate the commercials, but I spoil myself, right? And that's the thing. I kind of did it too because like it's kind of my job, right? So it's like I went for it, but it's like I didn't push it. I became a Paramount affiliate. I could have got paid for shilling it and pushing it to you guys to say, hey, use my subscription or use my code and you can get your subscription to the live feeds. I could have made money doing that, but I didn't feel comfortable actually pushing something I didn't believe was a better product. I actually felt like the Pluto TV ones were clearer and they streamed better for me. Here's a little thing. Whenever I was getting screenshots for like thumbnails and stuff, I would go to the Pluto TV streams because it became clearer quality. So yeah, it was like a thing where it's like, I just didn't feel like it actually was a value and I didn't feel right like pushing that as a thing where it's like, yeah, go buy the subscription. Where it's like, look, you can just watch it on Pluto TV. Just go watch it on Pluto. I don't want you spending your money. But it's a thing. It's a thing. Let's see what Kick's saying over here. I'm doing 3 days, all 7 hours. Let's go, Gallon. Geno Smith just got traded to the Raiders. He did get traded to the Raiders. That is true. So would the Raiders take a QB though? Would they take someone like Shador to back him up? I think that could be a good spot for him. I think it could. And some winners, we don't want to see it. That's true, Laura, right? Some we just don't want to see again. The Junie Smith news was old. They put it on the draft. Yeah, they put it on the draft info board. Probably just because it's like, well, like, you know, would they take a quarterback? I think it would be a good spot for Shador, right? He doesn't have to start right away. He can learn under Geno. Tom Brady's there. Apparently, they have a close relationship from when he was like a kid. So we'll see. Josh, the Cuban ancestry as well. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? He speaks Spanish, so he went on like a whole Spanish speaking like Big Brother reality type show. So it's like, why couldn't we, you know, mix and match and do that on here in the US, right? Bring those people on over. Plus, you would have a lot less pre-gaming stuff if you did it that way. Because there would be a lot less connections on the people coming together, right? Like they're not going to know as many people as if you just stuck to just US and Canada people. Rudolph games. Laura, he did. He ate the rat. Jervis ate the rat. He ate the rat. The Browns passed on Sanders with both their second round picks. Interesting. A little bit of a surprise. You would think they would want some QB, right? They didn't even take what's that guy? What's his name? Quinn Ewers or Will Howard or whatever his name is from Ohio. They didn't even take any of those guys. Let's see where we're at here. I would guess they keep it to the US players, so hometowns can stick behind a player. Probably, right? And that's the thing too, where they have this thing where they don't like it's kind of like the traders thing, right? Whereas I feel like the traders does better when it's newbies. But they have this idea where it's like, oh, if you bring all the reality people know, you get in more viewers, which probably is true. But I feel like you end up with better seasons if you don't do that stuff. I don't know. Getting rid of the rewind feature just makes it easier for certain platforms to lie. True, Stan. I didn't like that because there was lots of narratives going around last year and lots of rumors going around last year about all kinds of different people. And it was one of those things where it's like, look, clearly something happened, but we don't know. And even they're, even like the little bits that we get, we can only piece together so much. So it's like, why are we even trying to? It's and that gets me to the thing where it's like people almost like root for something kind of bad to have happened so that they can be right that something bad happened. It weirds me out sometimes. Plus they make a lot of right. They can make a lot of money off the live feeds. A lot of money. Would have Pluto TV and Paramount feeds at the same time. Honestly, that's what I would do too, Gallant. Right? I just have them both up. I would just have them both up. The other reason to get Paramount Plus feeds, if you're going to watch Sonic movies on the side. Is that Katie?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? I wonder if Pluto Canada has the BB Live feeds. That's a good question. I don't know if they were on in Canada that way. They might. Saint might go be last chance in the second round, and maybe Steelers in the third round. Someone could also trade up, maybe. They could also trade up. I never root for something, right? You never want to root for something bad. Something bad happened, so I was right. You should have listened to me. 100% Stan, and I hate that. I hate that. Something along those lines were said with another controversial situation. So for 100% Stan, and it's like I just hate that mentality. It's like why do we gotta almost like root for something bad to happen to somebody? That feels wrong to me. Let's catch up on YouTube over here. Where are we at? Love Kaser, but a great character doesn't equal a great player. That you're not wrong on that, right? Like he's got good qualities, and he is a great character and so loyal of a player to like his side, but also he's very readable, right? Like it's not like there's a mystery to his game where like you don't know what he's doing or anything like that, where he's got that sneakiness to him where he can pull something over. So like he's not in that upper echelon. I was subscribed, but was disappointed they cut a lot, right? It's just like it's such a pain. Do you know anything about how open casting calls work? So yeah, just Jelly, if you're interested in going to one of them, I think the way they do them now isn't like they used to. I actually went to one like way back in the day. And it used to be like where you would have basically like a group of producers, right? Like casting producers in front of you all trying to like, ask questions like in a group. And you'd be like, it would be like 5 at a time. And they would like, just ask different questions. And like, it would be stuff like, oh, who in the group would you get out first? Who would you do this? And they are kind of like trick questions, right? Where it's like, they're trying to, get you to be like, oh, who would you get out? And it's like, oh, maybe that's the person we actually should be looking at because they're the ones that should be in the house, right? So they do like stuff like that. But I think the way they do it now is they just kind of set up a camera for you to almost record like a video. Like it's not like you're really talking to someone. They might have changed that and gone back to the old styles. But I know in like the last few years, that's kind of how the casting calls are working. So if you haven't done a video, or if you just wanted to go to the casting calls because it was close by, probably worth it, right? Just for the hell of it. Why not? Why not? Let's see. Jessica.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Sorry, earlier my phone died. I was at Acme. So I missed like half the stream. No worries. No worries. Listen, everybody loves you. You gotta love the Acme, right? It's not just here's the thing. You guys might make fun of the way I'm saying it. It's Acme. I know that there's not another A in there, but it's Acme. That's what it is. It's Acme. It's not Acme. It's Acme. There's that extra syllable in there. And it's meant to be there. And you might disagree. But I also say water when I'm taking a drink of water. So, sue me. I used to call it Acme. Well, that's the thing. It's the name of it. I say it's wood or ice. It's wood or ice. Rita's wood or ice. It's fantastic. Make sure you get some. Where are we at here? Who's the most overrated BB house guest? Ooh. In Canada, I think it's Kevin Jacobs. I think people have Kevin Jacobs ranked up there with like the best that have ever played. Even when we did our winners ranking, when we did our tier list, he got pushed higher. I didn't have him that high, but he got pushed way higher. But if we're just talking in general, who I think the most overrated house guest, like not just winner or nothing. This one might be a little controversial. Might be a little controversial. Davon. I think Davon is not a good player. People love her though. She's a great character. It's kind of like the Kaser conversation that we were just having. Fantastic character. She's fun to have on the screen, but she's not a good player. It's just not. It's not a good play. It just I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like her play. I feel like she is thought of as this great player. And again, I don't hate her. I don't hate her. It's like when you look at her, it's like, oh, okay. Has she ever really gone that far? Right? Has she ever really had control of the game at any point? No. Right? Like I just don't think she has all the tools that you need to go far in the game. And it just is what it is. Not everybody does. Not everybody does. But I think if I had to choose like one, it might be her. But also that's just me kind of thinking off the top of my head of like potential ones. I'm not sure. Let's see where we're at here. We're yes, 100. Okay, so some people agree. Otter's like, man, I don't know about that one. Okay, so you agree Kevin's overrated as well. Wait, okay, something's going on over the kick chat. What's happening? Clip. Can you go to the settings? I'm gonna share your link. I agree. You want to share a link. If you want to share a link, you won't be able to do it in chat, but you can post it in the Discord if you want, or even just send it to me on Discord, whatever you like. But yeah, you won't be able to post links in chat, sadly. Let's see. I agree with you. Worry about Davon. Pay attention, bro. I'm trying. Let's see who we got. Oh, we got another new friend in here. Was that Wabbit? Wabbit McFlex. That's a great name. We got Goku, Wabbit McFlex.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpins? How you guys doing? Sari is overrated. Oh, Bondo's coming in hot. Goku is just a spammer. I'm anonymously track. Oh, okay. So we have like a little a cat and mouse game of detective and criminal here. Wabbit McFlex and Goku are on each other's case. They're bitter rivals. Monty played better. Oh wait, Stan, who you saying? Who did you say? Did I miss someone? The most overrated BB. Oh, Stan, actually, you know what? Stan, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think one of the most overrated players is Taylor. I think Taylor's up there too as just being way overrated. I don't think her winning game was very good at all.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
I think there's a lot of faults with her game. A lot of faults. What's going on? We got is that I'm so bad. Aesthetic. Listen, you guys know me. Aesthetic anime? Is that you? How you doing?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Coming on over on Twitch. We got lots of people all over the place. We got Kick going. We got Twitch going. We got YouTube going. You're more than welcome to hang out wherever you like. All the chats go to the same place though, so you can see everybody on screen. Let's see. An epic game of hide and seek with Goku and Wabbit McFlex. Listen, I think I'm Team Wabbit because that's the more fun name to say. Wabbit McFlex is like an all-time great name. That is that's a great username. I agree, Bondo. Suri is overrated. I think Suri is good with a lot of different things, right? Like she's got that X factor where people just want to be her ally. They just trust in her. And it's this weird thing that it happens in every game she's in where someone will just trust her way too much when they never should have. And they get screwed over by her. And some people have that X factor, other people don't. And Suri has that. And I also think Suri does have a good eye for the game and strategy. Her big flaw is she can't win competitions, right? Like that is her huge flaw. And especially in Big Brother, towards the end game, the game switches. It goes from strategic social to strategic competition. And it is so important not only winning those comps later in the season, but which ones you win when. And when you can afford to lose one and when you can't. And all that stuff is really important. And it's a flaw in Suri's game. She doesn't have it in Survivor. She didn't have it in Big Brother. She didn't have to worry about it on the Traders. And she cleared house. She dominated the Traders, right? Which is why I can't be too hard on Suri. Because I still think there's so much about her that is really good. So I can't go too hard on Suri. Where else are we at here? Epic hide and seek. Agree, Bondo with Suri. Suri without Jared would have proved my point. I agree with Taylor as well. Taylor's overrated. They always give Suri info. Well, that's the thing, right? Like it wasn't just like she had Jared, which was a big leg up in the game, right? Like having any kind of person that you know before going into the game that you can 100% trust no matter what is such a leg up. It's such a leg up. And especially for it to be a secret. They only had Izzy who actually knew that secret. Blue eventually, right? But that's such a leg up in the game. But even without that, there were so many people going to Suri and giving her info when they had no reason to. Like for some reason, Red thought she was his greatest ally and he could trust her to the ends of the earth. Red got played hard by Suri. And he ain't the only one, right? Like it happens a lot. It happens a lot with people in Suri. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. People discredit comms, but they 100% stint. They objectively matter. And I fully believe in that, like that switch that happens kind of almost halfway through the game where you gotta go from being super social and really starting to win those comps and making sure that the people that would beat you in comps are gone. And it's such a huge part of the game. It's in all games like that, even Survivor, right? Like, oh, one of the big things going on with this season of Survivor, right, is like all the big guys got together, right? Well, if you didn't like it, vote them out, right? You had your chance when there wasn't individual immunity. You didn't take it. That's on you, not anybody else, right? So it's like comps are part of the game. And if you don't plan that in your game on how you're going to work your way around that, whether you're good at comps or you're bad at comps, if you aren't trying to figure that out on how you can get through, you absolutely need it. You need to have that. You need it. What's YouTube saying over here? I thought Ori would say Taylor. Honestly, it was one that kind of slipped my mind. That's how overrated she is that I don't even think of her. That felt mean. I really like Taylor character. Mr. Ritchie, I'm 100% with you. Because while I don't like Taylor's game, I think the story from beginning to end is one of like the best story arcs we've ever seen in Big Brother, right? Like I love the story of her game and season. But as far as like, was she a good player? No, right? Like part of the reason it's such a good story is because she was a bad player. If she was a good player, she wouldn't have this story arc of being so down, right? Like they go hand in hand a little bit. They go hand in hand. But as far as like just everything that happened with her season, it was almost just like you couldn't write it, right? You couldn't script that season to go kind of any better than it did for her overall, right? But she wasn't like she had the agency to make those things happen. That makes sense. Also, Taylor's HOH was one of the worst. That one was bad. It overall ended okay, but the way she handled it was really bad. Suri was awesome. Wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm with you on there. Also, Kara.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Jared was a big leg down for her in the game. He was constantly messing up her game. The thing is, while there were definitely things that hindered her game with Jared there, overall, there was a lot that Jared was able to offer her, especially early. And that's all you really need, right? Like, there's going to be people who are going to talk to Jared before they talk to Suri. It's just how it is, right? The younger crowd are going to be more likely to talk to Jared than they would to Suri. So that anything that he was able to go and give her, boom, she had. One big piece of information was, what was her name? It was like Kristen or something, or Kirsten. She was like kind of forming a whole alliance with like Jared and that dude we don't talk about, Voldemort. Tom Riddle. They were forming that whole alliance, and Jared blew that all up, right? So there were things that Jared was like huge in her game, but also there were some things, right? She had to manage him a lot, but still, Cerise missed. When BB greats are mentioned, Taylor never crosses my mind. It really doesn't. And again, great story, right? Overall, the season was a lot of fun. Yeah, there was some weird stuff towards the end, but I liked the overarching story of it. I just don't think her game was that good. And I think the big thing is too, I don't think she wins if the jury wasn't as tainted as they were. I'm telling you, go back and watch those exit interviews. And if you can even you can almost see which ones were filmed first and which ones were filmed later. Because some of the exit interviews, they're like harder on Taylor. And then as they went along, they started getting they love Taylor, right? Like they all were saying someone else was going to win the game when they were talking to Julie. By the end of their exit interviews, they all said Taylor was going to win. And it was such a switch. Because once they started to get the vibe, it was like, oh, we were kind of mean to her. They were like, we gotta be nice to Taylor. And again, don't get me wrong, I love the whole story arc of it, but I don't think that was not a lot of her doing. It was just kind of the situations that were at play. And hey, Big Brother is all about the situation that you're in, right? You can't go in with a specific plan to be like, this is how I win Big Brother. A lot of it is just going in there trying to do your best of whatever cards you're dealt with and making the most of it, right? So there are arguments where I could hear somebody being like, well, she is great. But there is still, to me, just too many little things that add up where it's like, I can't give you too much credit. I just can't. Wish they bring back the outdoor smoking and booze on BB. I'm with you, Otter. One of my favorite BB memories, I don't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure it was BB 11 or 12. It was one of the two. And the guy had to wear a banana suit. And he's just outside. He's sitting by the hot tub, smoking a cigarette. Man in a banana suit. And there's just something about that gets me every time, right? Like every time I think about that, gives me a good giggle. It gives me a good giggle. What was his name? Casey, maybe? Was his name Casey? Yeah, I think it was Casey. I think his name might have been Casey. I could be making that up. But RL, Angry Smoking Banana is always great. It was Casey? All right, it was Casey. It was so good. And RL.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Glad that you caught us live. Laura, no, that was scary. Uh-oh, what did Laura say? What did Laura say? Okay, so no Ori casting crayons and countries? What? Oh, yeah, no more red, blue, America. Let's see. I'm a little bit behind here on the kick chat. Let's see where we're at. People discredit comes. She had a huge advantage day one. Her son, and the fangirl Izzy, right? She basically had her son and her daughter. You're not wrong on that, Bondo. Suri has that pull, but she had her group. She didn't use that social on her side of the house. She stayed in her room. And that's the thing too, right? The other part of it is though, she stayed in her room, but as much as I covered those feeds, everybody was coming to that room, right? Like if you needed to get something done, you went to her. She almost didn't need to leave the room because people just came to her. And yeah, Jared would bring her info too, and everybody would bring. She had all her soldiers out there bringing her info. But I think that's also part of something else, right? Like if you have that ability to have the soldiers bringing all you the info and you don't need to, it's like, might as well not, right? Because one thing that let her be able to do was have everyone feel like they had her. It's why she stuck around as long as she did, because nobody went to second guess like, oh yeah, maybe Cerie's up to something and up against me. Because they never saw her plotting or scheming. She was just always in her room and people would go say hi to her and give her all the info. Jared Fields, top 100 BB player in Stin. Whoa. That's a hot take. Has there been 100 BB players? There has to be 100 BB players at this point, right? My only BB request is please stop casting colors. Yeah, no more red, no more blue. Saints on the clock. They take Sanders. Ooh, maybe. Did they? Where are we at? Oh, wow. They took Tyler Shuck. Interesting. Another QB off the board, and they didn't go with Sador. He's slipping. He's slipping further and further. I don't like that person at all. Sympathy card to get to the end, then outside of the game. Your straight demon time. You ain't wrong there either, Stem. You ain't wrong there either, Stem. They drafted Tyler Shuck. That's crazy. I'm not sure I had a nightmare or if it was an April Fool's joke, but there was something about Julie retiring and Taylor taking over hosting. Yeah, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. They tried to make Kristen the new something because no one wanted to play with her because she blew. Oh, they tried to make her the new Taylor. Yeah. Nightmare, by the way, I love your profile picture. Oh yeah, Laura. They love your profile. Was that what people were saying, Laura? That's scary. That is scary, Laura. That would be terrifying if Taylor ended up being the host. Honestly, Arissa, I think, would be the best bet. If they could get Arissa to come on and do BB after Julie, I think that would be their best bet. I don't think they would ever do it though. I think they would try and find somebody new, and I don't think they would go a player. I think they would go with like some celebrity host type deal, you know, like Jerry O'Connell, right? Like they wouldn't choose him as the new permanent host, but like I think that's where they would go with it, more than they would go like, oh, let's make it Taylor. The Steelers, the last hope. They might be the last hope. It might be the last hope. Get her a visa. Get her a visa. All right, let's see here. What is YouTube saying over here? Where were we? Series missed. Casey. Yeah, exactly, Kara. People came to Suri. They came to her. Blue's going on the challenge. That is not one I would have expected to do the challenge. Not at all. Watching the early pre-jury was so funny to see, especially watching Jag get voted out by his fake alliance and then go back to that fake alliance and almost get voted out again. The thing is, too, right? Like, I know a lot of people have the opinion, and I understand it, that Jag was, voted out and he shouldn't have won because he was voted out. But I always go voted out because was he truly actually voted out? And would he actually have been voted out if they didn't know about the twist, right? And that's my real big sticking point. Before Suri found out that Matt had the power to save one of the people going out that day, the plan was actually leaning more towards Blue because Suri didn't want Jared and Blue as tight as they were. But she couldn't do that once the whole thing about somebody coming back, because if they sent Blue out and Blue came back, kind of messes with stuff. Also, it would have ruined her relationship with Matt, who came to tell her. So, like, why wouldn't she tell him the right answer, right? If she told him, oh, it's going to be Jag, but they actually voted out Blue, her and Matt are no longer as tight as they were, and he was giving her all the information, right? So if that twist, right, let's say Matt had to keep that a secret. If Matt was not allowed to tell anybody, would Jag have been voted out? I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know the answer to that. And that's always kind of one of my things where it's like, yeah, I guess technically they did vote. He never walked out. He never talked to Julie. It was kind of like one of those things where we all knew it was getting canceled. Even they, like half the house, half the people who voted for Jag knew it wasn't going through, right? So, like, does that count? Does that count? I don't know. To me, I don't think it does. I don't hold it against him for like how I judge him as a winner. Because there was just so much going on with that. Now, if it was a secret and nobody knew about the twist and they still voted him out and the twist happened, I would have maybe even more to say about it, right? I'd be like, well, they wanted to vote him out. He was just saved by the twist, right? But I'm not 100% sure that they wanted to even vote him out. I think Suri would have pushed for Blue. But we will never have that answer. Because here's the other thing. That season was so flip-floppy. They would be locked in on voting Heisam out. And then the very next minute, no, we got to save Heisam. And then, no, we got to vote Heisam out. No, we got to save Heisam. No, we got to vote him out. So it was so flip-floppy that I don't even know where it would have landed, right? But my gut says Suri wouldn't have lied to Matt, so whoever they voted out was coming back anyway, right? So when you have that in your consideration, does it really matter who got voted out that week if they knew they were coming back anyway? The flip song? I still got that, I think. Let me see. Is it here? Did that work?
Flip,
Oh, there we go.
Philadelphia. Flip, Philadelphia. Flip.
Philadelphia.
Here we go. A little flip action. But yeah, it was such a wild season. So who knows where it would have ended up going? But I almost want to see what that would have been, right? It's also why, like, when that was all going on, I hate when they don't make it so that the twist and the power has to be secret. As soon as you let someone go and tell somebody else, you ruin it. You ruin it because it's never going to stay between one person. It just never is. Make them keep it a secret. Make them not say anything. And leave it at that. Leave it at that. I don't want no more, twists getting ruined just because someone, couldn't keep their mouth shut. That ruins it for me. Let's see where we're at. I don't hold the vote out against Jag. I just don't like him. That's fair. That's fair, Cara. It was Miami running around disinfecting everything. It was Mimi running around disinfecting everything. It was the only time I would see her. That, and then when she would go into the pantry and have her rants. Mimi just like having just like crises of like, what, like, I'm in a nut house with crazy people who don't, like, why? She would just lose her mind in there, and those were always good. Every time it flipped, I would be waiting for, I was waiting for her just to go into that storage room and let it out. Let it out. Because we all feel it too. The move out on Blue wouldn't have happened since Jarrett wasn't on board, and Suri wouldn't have done it without him. Here's the thing. I think she would have done it without him if the twist wasn't there. Because the only reason, they still were on Blue. Like, all the way up until the moment they found out about that twist, it was on Blue. But as soon as they found out about that twist is when it really started to flip again. And they're like, all right, we'll do Jag. Because, you know, if she's coming back anyway, right? Because that was the big thing. You can vote her out. Jared will get over it, right? That was honestly the way it was I think Suri was thinking about it. It was like, I'll just vote her out. Jared will get over it, right? Like, she'll just be gone. And we won't have to think about it anymore. But as soon as, like, oh, she might come back, I can't do that. I can't do that, right? I can't have a failed shot. If it was a surefire shot, I think she takes it every day. I think she takes it every day. Because at the end of the day, the Blue Jared thing really kind of screwed them. And I think Suri saw that was going to be a problem. But she didn't take the shot because it wouldn't have been a full shot. It probably would have been missed. Right? So I don't know. It's tough. It's such a weird, complicated scenario that it's hard to know exactly what way things would have gone. Let's see where we at here. Oh my god, I love the flip song. Thank you, Ori. Yes, that storage, the storage rant sessions, they were great. The pantry rants, forgot about them. Just joined. What's happening, Jessica? Uh-oh. Where's my what's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing, Jessica? I think Jag and Matt winning out from the start of Drury on BB25 dropped the season from top tier to kind of a bottom tier. I think the thing is, though, right? Like, I get that take on it. The big thing, though, right, is people look at it and they blame Jag and Matt, right? I look at it as Jag and Matt were the ones that were smart enough to go, oh, if these competitions are kind of physical and me and Jag can beat everybody, let's just get rid of everybody who can potentially even have a chance at beating us and keep the grandmas, right? Like, what? Like, it's harsh to say it that way, but I would do the same thing, right? Like, if I'm in that position and I had the ability to choose who I'm going to the end with, and it's between, America, who might be able to hang on something longer than I can, or, Mama Felicia, I'm taking Mama Felicia to the end every day of the week. Every day of the week. Right? So, like, I get, like, where it can end up being boring because it was kind of a steamroll, but also, like, credit to them for doing it. Right? You gotta, like, a little bit. They did, I think, for the last 2 weeks. I think it's funny how no one ever talks about season 26. That had been the worst and most forgettable season ever. It's weird because I like BB26, but yeah, I mean, a little bit, right? Like, a little bit. It was fun, right? Like, I had fun during 26, but also, like, did much happen? I don't blame them. I just don't like it. I can hear you on that one. I can hear you. It's so boring to watch two people win out from there. I get it, right? Nobody likes a huge steamroll, but Oh my God, Ori, I want to talk about the Super Bowl with you. I just know you got a lot to say. Julia.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? We did win the Super Bowl, huh? We did win the Super Bowl. We did that thing. We did that thing, huh? I was actually at the Super Bowl parade. I had a plan. I had this whole thing set up where I was going to try and stream from the parade, but the internet down there was atrocious. Like nobody had signal. Nobody had signal. It was terrible. You were down there too. It was amazing. It was amazing. So cold. So damn cold, but amazing. Also, aesthetic anime. Sorry, I was missing some of yours over on Twitch. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How's the stream going? It's going great. If you like, may I ask you something about your channel? Oh, you're one of those. Nah, never mind. I'm glad I missed your stuff. We did that thing. We did it. It was awesome. Parade was awesome. I got a lot of cool pictures, a couple cool videos. It was a good time. It was a good time. But you know what? Doing it again next year. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. I was never going to that parade since it would take like 5 hours to get out of there. Listen, it was a nightmare. Getting in wasn't bad. I got down there early. And I thought about being closer to the art museum, but I was like, it's going to be even more of a nightmare because like you're never getting out of there. Like it was going to be packed. So we went up the parkway a little bit. And getting out, though, was a nightmare. It was a nightmare because I just took regional rail to get in and out. But getting even into the station was unbelievable. I started trying to get in at Reading Terminal, and it was a nightmare. And like literally, we were all packed in underneath like there's like a little overhead like part where like it's like there's like a walkway where the buildings connect. So everyone was packed down in there by Reading Terminal, and it was just so bad. It was like sardines. And I literally, I was with my people. I was like, "We're getting out of here because I literally can't stand here any longer." I'm about to have like I'm not even that claustrophobic or anything, but like I think my thing is I don't have a problem with crowds. I just don't like being in a spot where I know it's a issue getting out. Right. Like if I needed to get out of a situation fast and like I can't, I don't like it. So I was like, listen, let's get out of here. And then when I wrapped around, went down a few blocks and I was able to get on at like 11th Street and able to get in that way. And we were like one of the first ones in the door because like there was a line. But what happened was I went up to like ask a question and was like, hey, what time you guys actually opening these things? And then they opened the doors and I just listen, I borrowed a play. We did a little brotherly shove action and we got ourselves in that hole. We got ourselves in that hole and we made our way to the train. We got on out of there, but it was a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, Julie, it was a mess. It was so bad. Saints just drafted Shuck instead of Shador, and people are crashing out. Can we post links? Not here, but I'm sure I'll check them out. People are. I bet you Mel Kiper is going crazy. He's been pushing Shador as like the top guy in the draft, like all the lead up to this. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are going insane. They have to bring back Angela and Matt for BB All Stars 3. Oh God, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. Hi, Ori. Norma.
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Never got a notice. That's why I'm late. No worries, Norma. No worries, Norma. We've just been hanging out, chatting. You didn't miss too much, I don't think. It's just been a good time. We all have that Big Brother itch, right? We're all ready for Big Brother to kind of start. So like we're all just kind of we're waiting. We're waiting. But always good to see you, Norma. Let's catch up over on Kick. But let's see where we're at. Steelers Last Hope. They got Shuck. Ryan Seacrest with our luck. Oh no, that should not be the new host. So scared to have Taylor take over. Sanders was shown at his draft party throwing a football. Oh man, I don't blame him either for going and doing like his own thing. Honestly, like if I was going into the draft, I don't think I would want to do like the stage and everything. I'd want to be like with my family and friends and everybody, right? Like that's kind of the kind of thing I would want, right? So like I know people were like giving him like a hard time for having like his own like draft party, but it's like everybody's got their own draft party. His is just nicer because his dad, right? Like they got money, right? So like, of course, his party's going to be nicer. But yeah, it's gotta stink. It's gotta stink when you have all that hype built around you, and then you're just sliding, right? But hey, look, just because you slide in the draft does not mean that you're not going to be a guy, right? Like. Look at how many great quarterbacks went super low in the draft, ended up being Hall of Famers, right? So it doesn't necessarily matter where he goes, but it's still crazy. He was not drafted. Sanders got drafted, but not Shador. Oh, no. Did his brother get drafted? Is his brother in the draft too? Or was it a different Sanders? Oh, I see. TJ Sanders, the defensive tackle from South Carolina. Oh, no. Oh, no. What a shame. Now there's someone who needs to retire. Oh, God, Ryan Seacrest. Actually, do you guys want a little inside baseball? I have a little inside baseball. You guys want a little inside baseball? This is actually, and I trust in what he said. So I don't know if anybody actually knows this. I used to actually have an internship with Danny Bonaducci. Now, some of you might hear Danny Bonaducci and go, who the hell's Danny Bonaducci? Others might go, oh my God, Danny Bonaducci. I think it all depends on when you were born. It all depends on when you were born, on whether or not that name means anything to you. But Danny Bonaducci, he had like a radio show here in Philly. I was doing like an internship for him back in the day. And he actually was a big supporter of Ryan Seacrest, and here's why. He liked Ryan because he knew from when he was like just starting out, he was like, he worked his way up, and he basically used sweat equity. Like he just kept grinding and grinding and grinding, and then eventually he would get like a little promotion and a little promotion and a little promotion, and then eventually like this, and then eventually this, and then eventually they were like, hey, do you want to do American Idol? Right? So it was like one of those things where like, from what I hear, he ground his way to the top, and Danny Bonaducci really respected him and told me about that. Other than that, though, he's kind of annoying. If we're being honest, he's kind of annoying. Yes, the Partridge Family. Okay, there's a couple people. There's a couple people who know Danny Bonaducci. But yeah, he listen. There's stories, man. I don't even know if I can tell some of those stories. I don't even know if I can tell some of those stories. Or he's going to be born after navigating oh my, Laura, you have no idea. You have no idea. Let's see where we're at here. Rappaport said teams are now interested in drafting Sanders as a backup. Jeez. Make a BB25 retrospective, repurpose that video you didn't release. I have to do that. I do actually have to do that. I probably can. It's going to take some work, but I probably can do it. Make BB25 player rankings and have Riley at number 1. Don't blame Frankie getting voted out early because of the rewind week. The rewind week was kind of a thing. Loved McCole rants, so iconic. Should have made jury over someone. I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of robbed there. McCole was awesome. I liked her a lot. Zombie week was bad. It was really bad. It was just like such a pointless week. And I think that's what really killed BB26 for BB25 for a lot of people was that. It was so good before with all the twists and turns and the flip-flopping, and then Zombie Week happened, and it was just kind of a steamroll from there. It like slowed the game down and just completely just got steamrolled. 26 didn't give much. Yeah, it really didn't, right? It really didn't. But it was fun, but it just was what it was. Plus, now Sador doesn't have the pressure of a first-round QB. That's true. Inside baseball, let's go. Respect that. Robert, yes, he did. He knocked out Johnny Fairplay's tooth. Not only, Robert, here, listen, this is actually, this might get some people in chat to be like, wait, really? I held Johnny Fairplay's tooth. He wears it as a necklace around his neck. I'm not kidding you. Danny Bonaducci has Johnny Fairplay's tooth on a necklace around his neck. He wears that thing. At least he did back when I knew him. He wore that thing around his neck. And honestly, I don't know, like, it was like a trophy for him. It was like, he was like, I have to remember this. So he was telling me the story. He's like, here, you want to hold it? I was like, yo, that's crazy. You have his actual tooth. And I'm like, holding his necklace and, give it back to him and stuff. It was crazy. It was crazy. Let's see where we're at here. Let's see. He's going to compare himself to Tom Brady when he gets interviewed. Book it. Oh, no. My preseason cast predictions for BB always suck. I predict Kyle in BB24, Jared in BB25, and Cedric in BB26. Oh, no. BB26 is BB like BB12. The cast is good, but the season was predictable. There were like a lot of moments where it's like, all right, I kind of see where things are going, and like you would hope that like the right conversations were happen, but they never did. And there were a lot of people that kind of, they were interesting, right? Like you said, the cast was good, right? Here's the Quinn. I think Quinn was a lot of fun. He just wasn't a good BB player. Like, he just wasn't, right? Like, it is what it is. But he was trying. He was out there doing stuff, and it was entertaining. But it was just like, it kind of was what it was, right? And there was a lot of people like that on the season, where it's like, hey, they had something cool about them. They had something interesting about them. But then it just died off a little bit. Let's do it live over YouTube, Jessica. Ooh. I want to see if Survivor versus the... Oh, 100%. Yes. I'm very, very excited about that. I think that's going to be awesome. We never really got into it, but, before we wrap things up, I guess, let's chat a little bit about some of my thoughts on Survivor right now. I'm going to be honest. I haven't been watching all of the new season of Survivor. I've been watching Tribals. I haven't been watching the first part of the episodes. I've been watching the Tribal and maybe a little bit like beforehand. And from what I can tell, it seems like it's a better season. But my big issue with Survivor US right now is they moved to the whole 90-minute episode thing, and it just ruins the show. It ruins the show because they don't know how to edit it properly. They don't know how to put in actual game content over just like these like little character filler season things, right? Like there's way too much about them, talking about how they like their steak done. Who knows more Taylor Swift songs? Who likes to jump rope? Also, listen, it was a great moment between Timu Rock and the girl. I don't know his name. He's Timu Rock. You guys all know who I'm talking about when I say Timu Rock on the new season of Survivor. You guys know what I'm talking about. That guy and the girl, right? Like, it was a beautiful moment where like he went and like, comforted her when she was struggling, and it's awesome, right? But also like people were like, this is what Survivor's about. And I was like, is it? Like, is it? Like, it's a cool moment and it's great. And it's like, have that a part of, the narrative, because obviously is their close connection and bond. And, not just their close connection and bond, but everything that I feel like he's doing. And he's actually kind of like the only one that right now I kind of like on the season, if I'm being honest, is Timu Rock. I don't even know his name, but he looks like Timu Rock. It's a great like part of the show. But like, to me, those kind of moments aren't what makes Survivor, right? Like, blindsides, idol plays, backstabbing, just stuff like that is Survivor to me, right? So I don't know. It feels very Kumbaya summer camp kind of vibes on Survivor US recently. And don't get me wrong, Big Brother has that problem too. In the more modern seasons, and I'd even say Big Brother's had the problem longer than Survivor has had. But the big difference is we have the live feeds. So yeah, the episodes are there and like, you know, like they're not edited great and, you know, they can be full of filler and stuff and it's not perfect. For the most part, like we know what's happening anyway. Like we're keeping up with the game as it goes. We just need the episodes for like the live votes. We need the episodes to watch the competitions. And that's about it, right? Like maybe fill in a couple of gaps here and there, right? Because maybe there's some stuff that wasn't on the feeds that gets shown, right? But other than that, we're able to follow on along enough where it doesn't bother me as much that the episodes are pretty shitty, right? Like if we're just being honest, like they're not great. But with Survivor, all you have is the episode. If the episode ain't good, you got nothing. And the biggest problem is, and Alicia, you want to watch Australia recaps? We were watching Australian Survivor this whole previous season over on Kick. We watched the whole thing and we loved it. And the thing is, when you go from Australia to the US, it's just, you can't. It's like they take the game seriously. And don't get me wrong, there's some issues with the Australian edit, right? Like there's some stuff here and there where I'm like, hey, maybe they could improve. But just, it's the same amount of time as well. Because an Australian Survivor episode is about an hour or an hour 20, or an hour 10, depending on, you know, how much is actually in that episode. Sometimes they're like 45 minutes, so they're actually shrunk down. But for the most part, it's about the same amount of actual episode time that the US would have if you took out the ads, right? So if Survivor Australia can put on like a serious, fun, exciting game through the edit, why can't BB US, right? And also, I get it, right? They're kind of catering to almost like the casual fans, because if you can get more casual people watching, yeah, like the peak, you know, is going to be potentially higher and the low is going to be higher as well, right? So like you're going to boost yourself up that way than if you cater just to the hardcore fans, where your floor is going to be even lower because not all the casuals are going to be into that hardcore kind of a season. And they're not going to be watching as much either, so that maybe the peak's not higher. So I get it from that aspect. But it's like, come on, you could take your game just a little bit seriouser. Just a little bit more serious. Just the tiniest bit. So that's why I'm really looking forward to, instead of Survivor Season 50, I'm looking forward to Australia versus the world. Like, that's the one I'm most excited for next. It's not Survivor 50. It's Australia versus the world. And it's already kind of being filmed. I don't know if they're done filming yet, but they released the cast for it. It's all out there. It's stacked, right? You got some great heavy hitters on there, and I'm excited for that one. I'm definitely excited for that one. Yes, I saw the trailer. It looks great. Mackenzie was there just hanging out. Chemo Rubina turned the feeds into Star Search, singing all day long. Oh, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Does anyone know how to watch Australia versus the World season? It's going to be coming out soon. I'm sure. Keep an ear to the ground. We'll have ways for you to watch it. Hopefully BB27 will cast people trying to actually win the game, right? Just somebody who's there for profits over people, not people over profits. That bugged me to no end. A comedian should take over hosting BB. I would love a good comedian, right? Get a good put someone like crazy up there, right? Put like Bert Kreischer up there where he's just taking his shirt off. Like, make Big Brother like a way different vibe. Let's make Big Brother like a completely different vibe. Put the guy known as the Machine up there as the host of Big Brother. BB needs to figure out how to make the final weeks more interesting. I like when they do kind of that mid-season twist that they've been doing recently. look, Zombie Week didn't work out, but I think the whole Dire Fest Brochella thing, I think that had some legs, right? Like, I think if you just tweaked it a little bit, I think that really works. Janky Week wasn't perfectly done either, but it did switch it up enough where it felt like it made some cracks form and some new avenues for players to go that we didn't originally have before. So I like when they do those type of things, because I think the big thing now is everybody knows the meta for Big Brother. Get an alliance, right, with somewhere between like 4 to 6 people, right, is your ideal. That you are riding to the end with. Hopefully you have, diverse skill sets where someone's really good in physical stuff. Maybe multiple people are good in physical and mental stuff, right? Like you have the ways to win competitions when you're going to need them. And you also have connections going on outside, right? Like everybody knows this. Everybody knows this is the best way to win the show. Let's break it, right? How do you break it? You do those things like the split house. You do those things where you shake it up and make it so that the dominant alliance, the majority alliance at the time, is split up and they have to cannibalize themselves, right? Like that's how you change up the end game. And they've kind of had it a little bit these last few seasons, but I really want them to nail it down. I really want them to nail it down. Let's see where we're at. Parvati on the Golden Survivor. Please keep recap Survivor versus the World. I will definitely keep that on the list of things to do. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be invested in it. So 100%, we'll be talking about it. How about Survivor players play BB and BB play Survivor? Ooh, there's been a few, right? There's been like Suri. Hayden went over and played Survivor. Cowboy, what was his name? Cody. Was his name Cody? From 16, he went and played Survivor 2. So there's been a few little crossovers, but it would be kind of interesting to see like a whole cast, right? Or even like a Survivor season where like one tribe's BB, one Survivor, and one's Amazing Race or something, right? Like that'd be kind of cool. Heroes vs. Villains, the best season of Survivor, and it isn't even close. It's a good one. I don't know. I'd have to think hard about it, right? I'd have to think hard about like what my like all-time best Survivor season would be. Honestly, it'd probably be Australian one. A senior Big Brother? Ooh, that would be fun. I feel like I'm the only one that hated Dire Fest. Here's the thing. It had its issues, right? The way like the live feeds got shut down and everything, like they didn't prepare for that. And that was a problem. They also kind of let them gamify it where they were able to choose who went where. It should have been random, and they just split the house randomly. Because that would have led to like, all right, well, what do we do now? Like half the alliance is over here, half of it's over here. They almost had a game plan going into it. But I like the idea of splitting the groups up, right? It breaks up the big alliance and makes things a little bit more dynamic going forward. So I like it for that. But there are issues. And it's not perfect. Caleb. An all women BB. There's a lot of things they could do, right? And I don't know why they haven't really messed around with it as much, but I don't know. I haven't watched Australian Survivor, but I hear it's so good, Mr. Richie. It's so good. It's head and shoulders above the American seasons. Honestly, like there's so many good ones. Go pick one and watch it. You can watch the most recent one. I don't even think it's the best one that they've done, like by a long shot. Like this most recent season of Australian Survivor, very mid as far as Australian Survivor goes. But it beats everything that Survivor US has done in the past 10 seasons. Beats everything they've done in the past 10 seasons. So it's like, it's not even on the same level. Not even on the same. Australian winner, they did just win Deal or No Deal Island. David's awesome. I wish he's going to be on Australian versus the World. I wish they would go back to the way they played Survivor in the beginning. It's too soft now. It's too soft. I'm with you, Norma. They're too soft on each other. I want the hard hitting stuff. I want the backstabbing. Bring that back. Bring that in BB as well. They tried to do a AI Arena. I think it went too. I'm with you as well on that. I think AI Arena gets a lot of love, but I think people only love it because of who was winning it, and also, like how it turned out. I think it just went too long. I think for me, it should have ended like a week or two before. Probably would have been perfect. But I also didn't hate the idea. I think overall, I think it's a good concept. I think it went too long, and I think the only reason people love it as much as they do is because Tucker was winning them. The reason we're all winner, reason why an all winner BB won't work is because there isn't enough female winners that they would say yes. And right, like that's kind of part of it too, where it's just like there's just the people you could get for it, right? Not all of them are going to say yes, and then a lot of the people who would say yes automatically, they don't want, right? So I just don't think it can work right now, unless they changed it up. Right, unless they just changed it up somehow, or maybe just waited a few years. It just, I don't think it would work. You know, only 9 female wieners. Only 9 female winners. They would need, you would need at least 8 to say yes, right? So of the 9, it's like you would need everybody to say yes almost. And then even would they want all of them back, right? Like that's a question too. June is above that, right? Like, I don't think June would, not a chance. I don't think June would come back, right? The only way you would get June back, maybe a legend season where it's 2 weeks long. Like I said, I think the 2-week thing, that's how you get some of these big names. That's why they go play traders. It's only 2 weeks long, right? Like it's not this big long thing that they're signing up for that's months of their time. It's 2 weeks. They can take a vacation from their job and go play. Right, so like you could do something like that, but for a full season, I don't think it could happen. Jordan would say no. Maggie would say no. Right, there's just too many people that would say no right now. I think. That's why I'm a big fan of the Legends. Right, do a Legends one. They don't have to be winners. Just make it fun. Exactly. Reindeer's game was super short. Do it like that. Let's go back to the kick chat, see what you guys are saying, because I've definitely neglected you here. Where are we at? I miss Sue's from Survivor Season 1 type jury speeches and attitude, right? That was great. All that stuff was great. We need that. We need that back. I quit after 46. I'm kind of where you're at, Stan. I think 46 was kind of my breaking point. Was that Losers at War? Was 46 Losers at War, or was 47 Losers at War? One of them was Losers at War, and it was bad. It was really, like, that's the one that really, I think, did it in for me. US has filler. AU has all game, 100% Stin, right? Despite all making it to Final 7, AJ and Miles got like 90 confessionals. Kate Morgan and Kirsten only got 50 combined. And that's right. Like there are some things that they need to improve on with the edit, but overall, it's just such a better product. I also don't care about player backstory. I want to like the player for what they are doing on the island, not how their grandfather immigrated. Laura, I'm with you on that, right? Like, I don't care. I don't care what your family did. I don't care what your cousin did. I don't care about any of that, right? Like, don't let that define you. What you do in the game is what defines you, right? Let that matter. AU Survivor Deep Dives season is here. I understand some people's games better. I honestly, I think a deep dive would be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool. AU vs. the World was filmed September 24. All right, yeah, so it's already filmed and in the cam. We're just waiting for it to premiere. Gotta perform Metal Gear Solid CQC on wall yellers. Gotta handle the wall yellers. Gotta make sure they're taken care of. Wasn't the Direfest veto it was like stacking to go boxes, and it was real windy and they blew all around, and I think there was like a wind tunnel in like some areas of the backyard and not in another. It was a mess. Who is your 2025 Reality Hall of Fame so far? Ooh. Miles and AJ, maybe? Miles and AJ from Survivor AU. Tucker and Chelsea can probably go in there. There's probably someone I'm forgetting from like one of the like the little shows. Oh, you know what? Like what's her face from Traders UK? The priest. She didn't do much. I love the priest, man. There was something about it. I loved it. Angela, I think Angela might have to go on there too. I think Angela has to go on there too. I agree. Norma, bring Sue back, right? We need more Sue. Iconic Aaron. You can bring in Angela to do to help in the females, right? Listen, Angela didn't win, but she's a winner in our eyes. She's a winner. She's a winner in our eyes. Wasn't she on like 30 years ago? That's the issue, Lara. That's the issue. Is at this point, it's been so long. Laura, yes, she was saying her competitiveness. Oh yeah, just the competitiveness for sure. I don't think Sue herself. I don't think we could get Sue herself. I think she was already getting, you know, a little bit more up there when she played. How old is Sue now? I'm afraid to look. I honestly don't even want to look it up. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to because I feel like it's going to make me feel bad. Dissenting opinion, keep Angela away. Laura, yeah, Angela hater. JPZ, what up, buddy?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing? Welcome on in. Let's see. Never seen Survivor Australia. Sounds like how I would hear BB Can was RL 100% same way. It's the same way, right? It's just like when BB Can first started, and it was way superior. I'd even say like BB Can like towards the end, the last like few seasons, probably from like 4 on. Well, 5 was good. 5 was good, but like 7 on. No, 7 was all right. 7 was like, it was a steamroll, but like it was still all right. 8. After 8, when like, you know, the COVID season happened, and then like it just got a little bit more like too similar to US, where like they started kind of changing up the vibe of it, and it just didn't feel right. There was some good stuff. But it just wasn't the same. But it honestly, that's what Survivor Australia is doing right now. It's cooking. It's cooking. It's so nice to be watching another stream live. I still remember watching the Cedric Blindside live in this chat. It was awesome. That was a fun time. Yes, Suri is on Survivor Australia versus the World. That is true. Kaylin!
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? Ori is back. That is true. Oh no, Ori, don't do it. She's got to be 70. Oh, yeah, I'm not looking it up. It's going to make me feel bad. It's probably going to make everybody here feel bad. It's just probably not a good idea. Angela really ruined the season for me. Oh no, Laura. She's 63. 63. How you doing? How has your night been? It's been pretty good. We've been hanging. We've been chilling. Honestly, talking a lot of Big Brother, other reality shows, stuff like that. There was something, though. There was something. And I don't know when this will actually come out. But there was some news about the Traders UK Celebrity Edition. We have a cast. So if you guys don't know, the Traders, right? There's Traders US. I'm sure a lot of people have seen Traders US in here. There has been plenty of Big Brother players who have played it now. The first season of Traders US was kind of half and half. They had reality people and then a bunch of like newbies, like people who weren't reality people. But then starting in season 2 and season 3, they made the switch to go all reality people. Traders Canada kind of did some of that too, where most of the people were all former reality people. Even the ones who were like newbies were on some kind of reality show in the past. Whereas Traders UK, they always did their Trader seasons as all newbies. These aren't people that have ever played any reality show. Traders UK though is so popular over there They said, screw it. We're going to do 2 seasons. We're doing a regular season and we're going to do a celebrity season. So the Traders UK season 3 had just wrapped up. Actually, it finished before Traders US even finished up. And we were watching that over on Kick. It was a lot of fun. But we now have a cast for the UK season. So let's take a look at this. So first off, there's actually like some names that's like, listen, like they're UK celebrities. So like they're not all are like internationally known, but like some of them actually you might know without even know them, right? First off, Stephen Fry. I know Stephen Fry. And some of you might not know him, but he does like I think he does like it's like a big quiz show that they do over there. It might be called IQ. I think that's the one he hosts. I forget. But he does like quiz shows and stuff like that. He's just like he's known for being like a funny intellectual. Here's another reason you might know Stephen Fry. Anybody ever listen to the Harry Potter audiobooks? Like the official ones, like back in the day? He was the voice of the Harry Potter audiobooks, right? So like Stephen Fry is like a big name over in the UK. So him going on, that's a big deal. The QI legend. It wasn't IQ. It's QI. It's like a question kind of show thing over there. Was the first name. He's 67. Was a secret super fan of the Traders and jumped at the chance. Look at that. Alan Carr. I've heard this name. Don't know him though. I think he's a comedian. Alan's name was revealed back in November after fans put him as top of their list. The comedian 48 has never taken part in any reality TV show. And sources said he can't wait for the game to begin. So another just kind of like comedian that they got on there. This is what I'm excited about. I'm really excited about this. If you guys don't know who Nick Muhammad is, boy, let me tell you, Nick Muhammad is fantastic. He's an actor. He's probably best known for Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is a show on Apple TV. It's about like an American football coach who goes over to the UK to become like a Premier League coach. He's fantastic. This guy is like, he's one of like the assistant coaches, but eventually he becomes like a rival coach. He's so good. He's such a good actor. So yeah, Nick being on there is a lot of fun. Yeah, he's a British actor. Signed up for Celebrity Traders earlier this year. Best known for playing the Kit Man turned rival coach Nathan Shelley. Yeah. And he was the Wonder Kid. 44 going to put on his best game face on the show. So yeah, this one I'm very like that's a fairly big get, I think. Like I feel like he's on a big time like Apple TV show. It's like one of the most popular Apple TV shows that are out right now, and he's going and doing Traders UK. He is from the UK, so again, makes sense, right? But like, no, I think that's kind of cool. Tom Daly, actually, I think he's an Olympic swimmer. So maybe Gallon. Do you know who Tom Daly is? I know you keep up with swimming stuff. Like, is Tom Daly like good? Is he like a good swimmer? Is he big time? Is he like the Ryan Lochte of the UK? I don't know. Did you hear about Coach David from Australian Survivor, Frankie Grande, Taylor Harrell, and Case are getting leaked for Trader Season 4? Have they been leaked for Trader Season 4? Honestly, the names don't surprise me. They don't surprise me too much. Those seem like names like they would probably want to get. I know Taylor, I think, was apparently asked to go on last season, but with the way BB started to do their contracts, it used to be 1 year after your season was over, you were free to do whatever you wanted. But I believe it was starting with Taylor's season. It might have been 23 or 24. They turned into 2-year contracts. So now, like, you're kind of just like stuck with CBS and could only do CBS stuff unless they let you. And they weren't going to just let her go do the Traders. So she was going to have to wait. So I'm not surprised that she's going on. But it'd be interesting to see. And also the thing is too, like there's always like the leak cast, but like you can never really know until you know, right? Like until it's really like official, it's not official. But I wouldn't be surprised at those names, not at all. Any word on the new BB season yet? Not too much yet. But like we're starting to get more things. Like things are starting to kind of get a little antsy, right? Like people are starting to want more BB stuff because we haven't had BB Can, so it's been kind of dry. Like there's stuff happening. There's stuff happening. Go Kaser. Those would be fun. I heard something about them bringing back Dorinda. I don't know who that is. Kaser, please be true. Kaser, I think would be fun on Traders. I think Traders is the type of game he would be fun with because I don't think he would win. Right, I feel like he gets taken out eventually, but I think he could be fun as like a faithful player too, right? Not even as a trader. Yeah, it might be fake, but I hear a lot of people covering it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Like again, those are names that are kind of right there for it, right? Let's see what's Kick saying over here before we finish these cast up. Is that Tim?
What's up, Big Pimpin'?
What's up, Big Pimpin'? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, this is the Celebrity Cast, Gallon. Celebrity Cast. How's it going, Tim? Oh, and Tim getting to level 4. I can't do all of Rocky, but we can do this. You get the da-na-na-na. It's all I can do. It's all I can do because we're also on YouTube. What's up, Tim? I know a little about him. Or your next show should be Survivor South Africa. It's so unhinged. That's another one that was kind of on the list, actually. Because there's going to be the guy who's going to be on Australia versus the world. So I was kind of thinking that might be one to check out. He's Olympic champion, 10-meter gold medalist. It's been drier than Shador Sanders' phone during the NFL Poor guy. Still not drafted yet. He was gold medalist. Ooh, okay, gold medalist. I like it. Kaser would be a good faithful. Coach is the player I'm most excited to see if the rumors are true. Coach would be crazy. Honestly, you know who? My dream traders casting from Survivor? Philip. Philip would be unhinged chaos. Please put Philip on the traders. Like, please. It would be amazing. Like, that's the type of person you want on the traders. Like, just someone wild and out there. Just a complete lunatic. Philip, hold on. Let me see if I can. I don't want to just Google search it because you never know. Philip was the guy. He was like the FBI dude. And was like aligned with Rob. This is the picture we want too. This is I think if I just go over here, I think I could paste this here. This is Philip. This was Philip. We need this guy on the traders. This is who we need on the traders. Cause this is who we need. Philip was gold. Philip was gold. We need Philip on the traders. All right, let's see who else is on this Traders UK Celebrity edition. Coach does fit the complete lunatic bill, but not as much as Philip. Just not as much as like Philip's that extra. Philip's that extra edge. I think a lot of teams don't want to deal with Dion. Honestly, Tim, I makes sense, right? Because I think a lot of people have that feeling like Dion's eventually gonna want to come be the coach. So I think it might not even be a lot of teams. There might just be a lot of GMs and coaches who are like, why do I want to take a guy who might get me fired for his dad? Right? Like, it's a thing. It's a thing. NC State just had a tackle selected in the second round. He was a no-star recruit. That's pretty cool. I like when that kind of stuff happens. We'll give Coach credit, though. He's a nice guy. When he was in college, he helped me out with a class project by doing an interview with me on the now defunct Blog Talk Radio. That's actually pretty cool. Like the fact that he took out the time for that you know what? Coach is now got a good credit in my book too. I like that. Also, this quarterback class is weak, 100% weak. 100%. Everybody's looking for Archie Manning when he comes out next year. Seth Rollins getting ready to announce the Bears pick. Oh boy. I have a zip memory of Phil. Phil was a trader with Coach. Would be so funny, especially if they have one actually good player who has to deal with them. Oh my God, it would be amazing. I watched half to get out on Hulu. Oh yeah, have to get out. I'm kind of with I was watching it with a bunch of the people who are over on Kick right now. We were watching it on our buddy Bruno's channel. And it was good for what it was. If I wasn't watching it with other people, I would have given up on it too. I'm with you. Like, I would have given up on it. But for what it wasn't bad. There were flaws, but like it was all right. You know, it was what it was. You know. Or you do a mock draft. Mel Kiper was pimped ESPN for 40 years. He never really right? He's never right. Rome as a trader. Ooh, Rome as a trader would be kind of fun. Rome's one of the guys, like, I haven't been watching a lot of the recent Survivor, but Rome's one that kind of like stuck out to me. Is like, he's just a fun character. Not great at the game, but just fun character. It's not a threat, it's an ultimatum. I have mutual friends with Coach that set up the interview for me. That's awesome. I think it's better than the Battle Camp show. I'm with you on that, Tim. I think Gotta Get Out, it's better than the Battle Camp show. 100%. I think Battle Camp kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, we're so far into it, I feel like we have to just finish it on Bruno's stream. Like, we just kind of have to. I just noticed 170 kick points on your channel, but disabled. Yeah, I have to add rewards, but I did enable the channel points. So you can earn them, but there's no rewards yet on Kick. That is cool. Coach was lucky to sit down with. Yeah, that was cool, Tim. That was cool. All right, let us wrap up here the Traders UK, and then what we'll do, we're gonna wrap it up for the evening. I think that's what we'll do. But yeah, we have Tom Daly here. He's also going to be on the Traders UK. Joe Marler, who I don't know, but is just a big old boy. I'm guessing world's strongest man competitor here, right? Oh, rugby. He plays rugby. I'm thinking this dude was a world's strongest man competitor. This dude just plays rugby. Imagine this dude running at you as fast as he can, trying to tackle you. There's no pads on. Good God. You want to play for the Eagles? We took Jordan Mailata. We made him great. You seem a little older. You're 34. You probably only have a few years left, but like, you want to come like play on the Eagles? Listen, we'll put you on like special teams. You just got to go run hit somebody. Put him on kick and punt returns. Put this guy on kick punt returns. We're good to go. We're good to go. So yeah, this guy should be interesting. David Oula. I'm not even gonna try. But I think he's a historian. I was looking this guy up. Yeah, he's like a historian, so he's gonna be like the intellectual kind of guy. I don't know him, but like, he should be interesting. This guy's apparently a YouTuber, Nico. Apparently he does like YouTube stuff. With the Sidemen, I guess, right? So what's that, like KSI and all his gang? So he's gonna be on it. And then we also have Mark Bonar, an actor, I think. Yeah, he was like an actor in some UK series. Jonathan Ross. They got Jonathan Ross to do this. Look, listen, we got Jonathan Ross and Stephen Fry, like, and Nick Muhammad, and Alan Carr is, I guess, funny. I don't know him, but Stephen Fry and Jonathan Ross? Are you kidding me? Like, there's not many UK comedians that I know by name. I know these guys by name. These are great picks. Like, he's going to be hilarious. This is going to be one of the funniest seasons we've probably ever had. So Jonathan Ross, 64. He's been in a lot. He hasn't just been in UK stuff. He's been in a couple like US things. I want to say he was in Tropic Thunder. Joe Wilkins is another comedian. I only know him from Taskmaster. You guys might not know Taskmaster. It's like a UK show. He was on that. So he might be interesting. Claire Balding, no clue who she is. She is a sports presenter. Okay, she's a sports presenter. Lucy, I don't know Lucy either. Lucy, oh, she's from East End. Oh no, it's Easter weekend. I thought it said EastEnders. Dave's mockumentary, Meet the Richardsons. Okay, so she's like a you know, one of their personalities, I guess, or whatever. Pamela Faith, I don't know her either. But she was probably on something. Appeared on reality television. Oh, she's a singer? The only love can hurt us like this. I'm trying to think, what song is that? Is that a song I know? I don't know if that's a song I know or not. She's a singer. All right, so you got a singer. Ruth Codd. Don't know her either. But apparently she's in a Netflix thriller, Anna. Or is that not the Netflix thing? Midnight Club? I don't know. But she's in stuff. Tamika. I don't know Tamika either, but her face is familiar. I feel like I've seen her before, but like I don't know her. EastEnders. Okay. This is like this lady, Selena or Celia. I don't know how to say her name. She's been in a lot. She's like a big time UK actress who's always in just like random stuff. Mamma Mia, right? Like a lot of things. Charlotte Church. Do you guys remember Charlotte Church? Charlotte Church is going to be on Traders UK. Kate Garraway. When I first saw this, I thought this was the lady who does the Today Show, or did the Today Show with what's her face? Like they would drink wine. They would do like Today Show, but like the later Today Show, it would be like 11 o'clock and they would just drink wine. You guys know what I'm talking about? I thought that was her, but it's not. Kat Burns. I don't know her either, but she's a pop star like Paloma. And that's the cast. So Kat Burns, Kate Garraway, Charlotte Church, Celia, Amiri. I'm terrible with names. Tamika Epson, Ruth Codd, Pamela Faith, Lucy Beaumont, Claire Balding, John Wilkinson. Oh, I love the Jonathan Ross pick. Mark Bonner, Nico Amaliana, whatever that is. Sideman guy. David the historian, Joe the rugby guy, as well as Tom Daly the swimmer, Nick Muhammad from Ted Lasso, Alan Carr the comedian, and Stephen Fry the comedian. So I think it's a good cast. I don't know when this is going to be premiering. I'm not sure all those details, but obviously we'll be covering it here. We'll probably watch it over on Kick and stuff. One of the things I think I'm able to do now too is like show things on Kick that wouldn't be shown here. So like we could do a watch along. So like if you want to just watch on YouTube, you can like press play on your own episode and you can like sync up, or maybe watch on Kick, you know, if you want to. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. But with that, I think it is time to wrap things up for the evening. And I want to thank you guys all so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. Hopefully you didn't get too frustrated with me jumping around trying to manage 3 different chats. But I think we made do. What we're going to do, though, we are going to raid on out here. If I can get the raid button to work. Maybe if I do slash. Raid. Oh, host. Oh, that's not right. I'm trying to get this to work to see if we can host. It's like, see if this works. I don't think that worked. Hosting does not seem to be working. I don't think it's working. But everybody go hang out with my buddy Bruno. We're going to pop the link in the YouTube chat for you guys. If you're looking for somewhere to hang out, this is a cool place to do it. Go check out my buddy Bruno. You may know him from BB Can 3 and BB Can 5. We'll be back. We'll be back. I don't know about YouTube because I like making the YouTube stuff a little bit special. I like making them a little bit special. So we'll see when we'll be back on YouTube. But thank you guys all so much for hanging out. We'll be back again, though. We need to figure out a show. We need to figure out a show to watch. That's their next big thing. We haven't nailed it down. We have so many options, but we're going to do it. Thank you guys all once again, and I will see you next time.